do a live stream here. Wait a little while and see. There you go. Both of them went out together. Thanks, YouTube. Good timing. See, I'm not always busting on YouTube. Sometimes I'll do something decent like that, and I give them their credit where credit's due. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? I actually just was paid YouTube a little bit of a compliment there, which is pretty damn rare for me. Both of the what do you call it? Notifications came right out right at one time, and that, you know how rare that is, you know. But anyway, hang on one second. Gotta put my my hat on. This is my Cody James hat. I got. Hey, what's the weather like out there anyway, Tammy? Because right now in Delaware, it's actually really freaking warm. It's like, feels like it's 50 degrees, and it's nighttime now, so that's pretty cool. Last week or so was that vortex. The shit got way cold. Now I got a huge power bill I'm trying to pay. I mean, ridiculous. You know, almost $1,000, $900 for a single bedroom apartment. But that was because I was backed up in my bill almost 2 months. A month I had paid a half of the month and went forward. So is what it is. But I'll get caught up. So anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, we were talking about a minute ago about coincidences with, you know, Mike Martin's channel, but I can't even explain it, so I'm not even going to talk about that. The other thing I was going to do is start ranting about how pissed off I am about them not. What's it say? We had pea-sized hail earlier. Just overcast as sun, 48. Huh. Yeah, then that means the weather's still screwed up. Like, it'll probably be warm for the next couple days and then go down to below freezing again. I don't know what the fucking thing is. Yeah, anyway, I'm ready to go on a rant about fucking bullshit that they're not releasing the Epstein files the way they should have. And they're giving it to these influencers from YouTube and X and all the other things. You know what? Fucking get it out there. They could have put it on mainstream media and gave some to the YouTubers, and the White House could have put some out. Put it in multiple places. That way nobody can say anybody's censoring it. Yeah, just get it the fuck out. We shouldn't have to wait any longer. You know, little children got, you know, a lot of horrible shit went down, and they need justice, and these scumbags are going to walk away from this somehow or another. That's what I'm afraid of. You know, this Epstein thing should have been out on the table months ago. They had all the fucking information. Why is it now? Well, it's because that asshole was in office. There was probably up to his ass in shit from that island anyway. His brother, Jim Biden, literally owns an island right near Epstein Island. What's it say? Too many rich people. Exactly, because there's a shit ton of these weasels that are showing up in them files. And that's what the whole problem is. You know? I think you need vigilantes to roll in. They're not vigilantes. We call them, what the hell are they? Bounty hunters, I guess. I guess that's the same as a vigilante or whatever. Bounty hunters. These motherfuckers broke the law, go round them up and do something with this. You know? What's it say? Greed strikes again. Exactly. It's disgusting. Absolutely bullshit. And it just, I don't know if we're ever going to fucking fully know what happened, because they're going to lie and slow walk this thing around, and they're never going to really come out and give us everything. And here's the deal. People are pissed off. They want to see these people pay for the crimes they did. Horrendous. Thank you, Tammy, for coming over there. Yeah. Hit me with the thumbs up. Maybe that was you. Already got that up there. Cool. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, and I don't understand how the fuck people aren't losing their shit already. I think it's coming now. And you let some of these libtards start fucking protesting and all this other shit, and trying to disrupt traffic or whatever the hell they're trying to do, or acts of terrorism. Tell you what, a lot of right-wingers are going to fucking be, I ain't even going to say it, but, you know, it's going to start a civil war. I'll leave it at that. They're going to just go fucking bananas on them, because enough's enough. We went through all that bullshit, but worse than that, little kids suffered, and it's better off that these people had a millstone around their neck and tossed into the ocean. I believe that's in the Bible. I think Jesus said that, something to that effect, you know? Poor people pay for our crimes, rich don't. Exactly. It's disgusting. And you know what? Everybody needs to start talking about this. Get these assholes. Don't give up on this. What was that? I just heard a hell of a loud notification come through. Maybe they're notifying me I'm not allowed to talk about that. Fuck it then. I'm going to talk even more. Now, I'm being dead serious. This is really disgusts me that, you know, if it was like you were saying there a minute ago, if it's any one of us that got in some trouble, they would lock us up in a heartbeat. Who's that? Oh, you're back over. Okay. Hey, what's up, dude? I saw you playing guitar the other day. I guess it was about a week, maybe not even a week ago. How you been, dude? You guys sounded good. I stopped by your channel I might have gave you a thumbs up and rolled. We're hanging in there, brother. It's good seeing you. Just talking about the Epstein Island list is supposed to come out, and they're slow walking it. They're giving like little bit at a time. It's like, this is bullshit. You know, if that was anybody else, any poor person, they'd be behind bars instantly, you know? Oh, that's cool, dude. What kind of bike you get, dude? Yeah, you sound great. Sound great, dude. I saw you play some Metallica, I think it was, a while ago, too. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Nailing it right on the head there. They'd be all over the fucking TV. Nobody would give a shit about, you know, these people's reputation. Even before they even went to court, they'd be dragging their name through the mud. But they don't do that to anybody else, to any of these elites. Scumbags, you know? They're the ones that are causing all the problems in the world. These elites, so-called elites. Think about it. They're the ones that, you know, throwing the match on the powder keg, starting all these wars over trying to get rich on blood money from, you know, going over to Africa and putting kids in freaking cobalt mines to get these rare earth minerals. They have little kids going and they're dying and getting hurt in that, and they don't give a shit. Trying to subtly drag their names through. Yeah. Exactly. It's disgusting. Really rotten shit. So what's the weather like down there? You're in Texas, right? Exactly, dude. Yeah, it's just, I'm about fed up that they just haven't really done shit about all that time, and nobody's done anything. They've had them files for a while, you know? Okay. At least you got warm weather down there. 76 is good. It's about 59 up here earlier. It's probably about 50 right now. So I'm just fed up with all the crazy shit. And I can't wait till all this shit comes to fruition. You know? It's disgusting. Just get this out there and be done with it. 59 sounds. Yeah, it would. Yep. Exactly, dude. So, the hell else was I going to talk about? How about all these airplanes crashing, man? Tell me that's happening just by coincidence. You know what I mean? It's off the hook. Also, I'm probably going to be a stream in about half an hour, but I'll just be me, not my bass. Okay. Maybe if we get done here, I'll stop by, give you a thumbs up. Yeah, it's just ridiculous that here we sit waiting for these assholes to, drop the spotlight on these criminals. And we'll be sitting a long time, probably. And, I have to laugh because, wait a minute, what's this? What the fuck did I just see? Wait a minute. Oh, no, I just got a notification, something's going on. The thing that kills me is if you go back a couple years and you hear about all this, I don't know if you guys remember Q, all that stuff, the whole Q army and all that psyop bullshit that, there's people that are buying that it's still going on and all this, and they're going to round everybody up, all the bad guys and everything. You couldn't prove it by me. I've never seen a lick of evidence where anything really come out of that. Could have been, and if it did, it was coincidental. So the point being is I know of one channel, and I'm sure there's more, that just talks about Q all the time, like it's, that whole thing. And hate to break the guy's bubble, bust his bubble, but I think you've been bullshitted, dude. You know what I mean? It's a psyop. There might have been a little bit in the beginning going on. I don't see anything that proves that even... What's that? Everyone in Facebook groups are going on about how Musk and Trump are like Stalin and Hitler. Yeah, because the deal is they're losing their jobs. They've been sitting on their ass. And you know what, though? I kind of agree one thing, though, that Trump needs to tone down is... And I don't know if he thinks it's funny and playing this whole thing that he's king and he's going to be the last president. I don't want to hear that because you know what? We have a system where we're supposed to elect the president and it was fucked up the last time, but doesn't mean we need to throw away that system. That's all I'm saying. But you're right. Everybody can't stand what Musk is doing and Trump. But you know what? Somebody probably had to do it and should have done it years ago. Hey, Amir, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. How you been? But the thing with Elon is they're saying, well, he's not elected. Well, so what? The IRS isn't elected too, but, they do things and say, there's a lot of people that work for the government to fix it. And if you look who's really freaking out, it's all the people that are probably guilty of fraud. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these Democrat politicians are shitting their pants. They're losing it because they're caught with their hand in the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, dude. It's just getting, it's unbelievable, really. They're caught and they know they're caught, and yet some of them are still trying to say the same bullshit over and over, and it's getting weaker and weaker, and you're wondering why they just don't say, okay, you got me. Now, these bitches are going to sit there and lie to your face all the way down the shit chute, you know what I mean? They're done, and they know they're done, but they're going to still keep playing the lie. They wore that thing out years ago, actually, the lies that they've been doing. And the news was helping them along with making bullshit up. And if anybody challenged anything they said, then there were election deniers or this or that through the years or COVID deniers. It's so fucking sick of the bullshit, It's just ridiculous. And now, speaking of C-19. Supposedly there's another really bad one on its way. Fauci said it again. Now, if these guys know something, they better come clean and tell us, or otherwise I'd consider them probably the ones that are putting the pandemic together out there, throwing it out there. Musk and Trump are like Stalin and Hitler. Nah, they're way more capable. Yeah, but I just don't. Here's the deal. Like I said a minute before you hopped on here, I was talking that the thing I have that bothers me is I wish Trump would tone down the rhetoric. He's like almost acting like he's king and all this. And maybe he's just trolling them. But a lot of people are starting to see it and think, man, this looks like the Antichrist right out of the Bible. And I don't know. All this time I'm rooting him along, voting for him and everything. And he's getting awful arrogant and making decisions on other countries that, well, we're going to take over Gaza and we're going to take over Canada. It's going to be the 51st state. And we're going to go get, Panama Canal back and change the name of this body of water, call it, not the Gulf of Mexico, but Gulf of America. It's just too arrogant. It's like doing it all at once. It looks as if it's imperialism to me. Like you're just going to take shit over. I don't think he needed to do it like that. You could have said, look, we're going to make deals and try to, which he is. He's probably trying to make a deal for like Canada, make it work out for them too. But just talking about it, it sounds like he's just taking shit over. And if you know anything about World War II history, Hitler kind of started off taking over like France, and so, but there was no real fighting at first. He was all talk and shit. So I don't know. I just hope that I don't know what I hope anymore. I want all the bullshit to be over and done with that we've been putting on. What's this say? The Gulf of fragile. Yeah, right. They're the what's that? The ones who created the virus. Yeah, exactly. I just don't get half of this shit. I don't. You know what? If you're in a war and you take that shit over, yeah, to the victor comes the spoils of war. But you don't just go and assume that you're just going to grab shit up, because that's how you start a fucking war. Or you intimidate somebody and just steal their shit. Then you're nothing more than a thug, Somehow they should benefit somewhat in the deal. And I think what he's saying to Ukraine to stop that war, it may actually benefit Ukraine. But we'll see. He's talking about we're going to get mineral rights, but I guess he's going to help rebuild what they got and give them a ton of money, I guess, somewhere along the line. At least that way you don't feel like you're being a thief and just grabbing shit. I don't know that. I just don't feel good about that. American wasn't like that back in the day. I mean, yeah, it was, but nowhere like it was, like England way back in the day, before the Revolutionary War, and the Dutch and the trying to think who else, Germans, and they're all out there, grabbing up stuff back. It was like a game of Risk if you ever played that, where you're taking over continents. We don't need to go back to that, in my opinion. What's that, Amir? Wait a minute. That's cool, dude. Yeah, I'm big into World War II and Civil War. Wait a minute. I mean, you can be a great news reporter. Who's that? Hang on, Amir. I must have missed something. Yeah, exactly. What does this say down here? If you honestly thought you were saying that in a negative way. Yeah, like sarcasm? Or are you talking to me? Wait a minute. Okay, whatever. No, Amir is probably just joking, dude. You can't take everything to heart that he says. I think he likes to break balls sometimes. What's it say? Hey, how you doing? Jess, I remember you were on here the other day, I think. How you doing? We're just talking about a lot of different shit, jumping around a little bit. I was talking to Amir. Sometimes sarcasm is lost through message, unfortunately. Right? Dude, same here. The shit's going by. I'm trying to read it all, and I'm missing it all over the board. And my eyesight ain't the greatest. Wait a minute, what we got here? Yes, my second time, and I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing great. It's good to see you. What's this? Listening in, making shepherd's pie. Oh, mixed media. How you doing? That's what I think. I'm gonna have to make some shepherd's pie soon. I haven't made that since. Oh, by the way, mixed media, I finally got a job. It's not the greatest job, but it's a stepping stone in getting back to work. And what's it say? You know, you really know. I mean, yeah, Amir. Yeah, a little bit. Let's just get in a shepherd's pie to share. Exactly. You can send us out some shepherd pie. Yeah, thank you, Jess. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm basically, for the time being, it'll help me out big time, and I'm possibly picking up another part-time job. I was talking to someone, and I also got, finally, after all this time, got the money that the unemployment owed me. They're trying to screw me out of it. Got the bank teller, or the bank guy, to come write down on the what do you call it, bank statement, how they owed me. And he saw it, and he went through, and there was no more. They thought that they had sent checks out or something into the bank, and they were waiting for him to come back. It was bullshit. It was going on for months. They owed me, originally they owed me 8 paychecks. So they paid me 3, and then all of a sudden they couldn't find the other. It's crazy, but I fixed it. So I got that taken care of. So I'm going to get back up off my ass. I got knocked over by my bills pretty hard there. Hey, what's this say? Okay, brother. You know what? I'll stop by and check out your live stream there if I get a chance. What's this say? Easiest time to get a job when you already have. Exactly. Once you got one, you're in like Flint. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He just he plays guitar and stuff. He's actually really good, dude. Check him out. I think he's getting ready to go over and do one. He's just doing his own thing now. Sometimes he has another dude on there. It was bass player. All right, brother. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Hit me with. You probably already did. I was about to say hit me with a thumbs up on the way out. Yeah, man. Dude, I've never been out that long. It freaked me the hell out. I'm like, what the hell? And it was just bad timing, because right when I could have got a job, I had that accident, and it just screwed me up. Yeah, right around late October. For what I do, I could have got a lot of banquet works for like a month or so, and it just couldn't do it. But from October to like December, for like Christmas parties and everything, actually about a month and a half probably, because at the very end of October it starts picking up for that kind of shit. So, what's that say? I can't see that. I watch Gostic. Glow stick. I'm not sure what that says. So, mixed media. What the hell was I just about to say? What? Oh, there you go. What do you put in your shepherd's pie, if you don't mind giving up your secret ingredients or your recipe? You know what you ought to do, mixed media? Make yourself a cookbook and get it published. Oh, okay. I thought that I got you. All right. So, is anybody over on this live stream here? Looks like we got somebody on there. Wait a minute. Yeah, the other day, Amir, I don't know if you were on here the other day. Doctor Who, What, Where was on here, and O'Doyle. They came on right near the end. I had to get the hell off there. But, wait a minute, what's that? American Patriot News. Wow, Floyd Merriweather Jr. shocks the left. What's that? Declares Trump is the best president ever. I thought it was something important. I mean, something crazy. Okay, there you are. Yeah, I don't. You might not have been on the other day, but I got off there, and it was a whole bunch of other shit. I'm gonna do another video to try to make sense out of what I said. It's hard to explain, and I'll leave it at that. It was just, I can't even, I'm not even going to go there. That was crazy shit. What's it say? What's that? Hope to get done by Christmas. Oh, wait a minute. I missed something. There it is. I'm working on my cookbook now for my family, illustrated by me with ink and watercolor. That sounds great. How much are you charging for it? I'll buy one off you. I'm serious. When you get it done, let me know. But you gotta sign it and shit, and I want to be an early copy, so it's worth more when you become famous. Well, why is that? What's up, Amir? You gonna get in another argument with him? I would still coast when it's done. There you go. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. I would sell it at cost. Okay, cool. You just claimed first copy, and I won't be famous. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Down the road. All right. So, what else was I going to talk about? Something else. You know what? Anybody that's over here on this live stream, I'm just going to go with the one live stream. If you want, if you're still on here, you can jump over to Legends and Tales. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. And I'm going to kill this off and keep it charging, so if we run out like we did the other day, we don't have a major fiasco. All right. See how many views this thing got on it that quick. It looked like it was almost nobody on. Yeah, well, that's why I did it. There's only 7 views on there. For some reason, there was hardly anybody on that. Everybody was over here. All right. Hang on 1 minute. What's that say? Mixed media, do you accept? What's it say? Oh, okay, rail to, yeah. What's the equivalency of, is a rail your dollar, more or less? Same, is that your Like, I wonder how many dollars equal a rail or vice versa. Sorry, price. Wait a minute. Hang on. What's today? The 27th? Today is the 27th, right? Okay, cool. That's right. Yeah. This thing's all screwed up. Okay, that's done with. Shut that down. Save some battery on it. U.S. dollars equal to about 1 million rail. How the hell do you carry it? So, I guess you're in a totally different economy. Obviously, I gotta send mixed media a truck full. Yeah, just airdrop it. Fly over where she's at and just drop it out of an airplane or over a helicopter. Man. I almost got killed again. Dude, I'm telling you, something's trying to kill my ass, dude. Literally, I guess it was not yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? In a month, the dollar won't be worth squat. Yeah, you know what? Right after Trump hands us all them $5,000 refunds, the bottom's going to drop out of the market, and it'll be worth about $5. There you go. Are you an artist, Amir? So I forgot what I was just talking about a second ago. Yeah, I got it. The other day, I'm driving down the street, right in the highway down, what's it say? They're telling everyone not to spend it. Price will go down. What the fuck are you gonna? Yeah, I heard that. Sit on it. Meanwhile, you're losing your house and everything else, because and you can't buy any food. Fuck them. If I have to spend it, I'd spend it, There you go. Damn, it's all a joke, isn't it? Nah, I can only paint in my mind. Exactly. See? Yeah, I used to be a pretty good artist. My my favorite media was Crayola Crown, so. Now, at one point, I had some artistic talent. I don't really know if. I guess you don't lose it. It's like riding a bike or something, When I was young, I used to draw and shit like that. As you get older, the only thing you draw is flies. That look up outsider art. All right. But that is, Hitler did have, you know what? And they said he had a hell of a time drawing or painting humans. Landscapes is all the shit. But when he tried to do like humans and people, like psychiatrists, he would always do them small and shit. They were saying it's because he didn't value human life. You know, that psychologically, that's why if you look at his paintings and shit, you know, they were insignificant, you know? There's probably truth to that. Everyone can create art. Too many lose their imagination. Yeah, you get older, yeah, and you forget how to feel young. You know, how to just relax. I think that's what heaven's gonna be. You walk through the gate and they hand you a pack of Crayolas and just put you in a corner and give you a coloring book. Say, just sit there and fucking chill. Chill and get all the fucking stress out of it from all the bullshit you put up with in life. And I'll be there for a while trying to get rid of it. What's this say? Everyone, yeah, exactly. Oh, really? I just heard that. It doesn't mean it's true, mixed media. Hitler would never make a cooking book, though, so you're in the clear. Don't worry. We don't think you're Hitler. Oh, I do value art. I'm being real. I don't know. I mean, I could probably draw a little bit now. Yeah, landscape stuff. That didn't sound right there. Tammy, I'll bet you do animals good, too. It's to say you seem in touch with nature. Who's that? Tammy? Yeah. What do you guys mean by do? I think you were talking about drawing, but what's this? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Clarify that. Yeah, man. Wild animals come to me everywhere I go. Let's see. Glad to know everyone here seems to appreciate what a deranged sense of humor. Yeah, we're all crazy. If you can't laugh at mental illness, what can you laugh at? You know? There's nothing better than a twisted sense of humor. If I think I can make somebody laugh by being the butt of a joke, it doesn't bother me at all. I'll set it up and somebody else can knock it down, you know? I don't care if it's worth a laugh. I don't give a shit. Hey, there he is. How you doing, Doctor Who, What, Where? I'm watching a stray German Shepherd myself now. I saw the word shepherd in there. We were just talking about shepherd's pie. You want to chop them up? We'll put them in some, in some pie for you. Yeah, shepherd's pie. What's this? He's a stray. Man, I almost had my face bit off by a stray frickin' German Shepherd when I was young. This old lady that lived next door to us, and he had a fucking bullet hole through his ear. He was like a guard dog that got loose or something, and he was vicious as shit. She got along with him. She's holding him on the chain, and like, hey, that's a nice dog. So, hey, come on over and pet him. As soon as I went over to pet him, she let loose on the chain, and he went up, and she tried to pull back, but he went forward. He was so strong. I got my arm up. He got a hold of it, didn't break the skin. I pulled back. He was trying to fuck me up. He had to be a guard dog at one point, but he was lost, and they took him in and were feeding him. So how you doing today, Doc? I got the police are spying on me. Look. See that? Guy standing right behind that tree with a flashlight. I just gave him the finger. Now, it's actually, there's a car in the parking lot, and he's blinding me with his high beams. Probably wondering what the fuck I'm doing in the parking lot over here, talking to my phone like the way I am. So, guess what, mixed media? Believe it or not, I literally almost got killed again. Something's coming after me, I'm telling you what. Something is coming after me. What's that no broken skin means? That was just a warning. He tried to get a hold of me. I pulled back. And by that time that happened, she finally got a hold of it. Look at this guy. He's fucking pulling right up behind me. Oh, there's a parking spot. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's just parking. Always gives me the willies when somebody pulls back. I'm waiting to get hit. What's this? Hey, there he is. Dixon, how do you say his name? The dude that was just in here. His live stream just went up. I just got a notification. Let me see what his name is again. Dixon Menchacha or something. Yeah, exactly. Mixed media. Hang on 1 second. Hey, dude, sorry I parked all fucked up. I'm not, bro. I park all jacked up all the yeah, I'm terrible with it. All right, brother. Yeah, I thought it, like, did you ever park, like, cockeyed and crooked on the fucking lot, and it's like you're taking up a space and a half? I don't know why, but I suck at parking like that. And he said the same thing. In here, it's hard to tell, you know, when you're coming in at night, because they need new lines painted on the damn, what's it say? Doctor Who, what, where, how are you going to find him at home? Is it a young dog, dude, or is it an old dog? Okay. Yeah, dog supposedly is like for every year they say he's 7 years old. I don't know how the fuck they figured that out, but if that's following the science, I guess it is. I don't know. Is the dog real friendly, Doc? You could ship him out to you know what you could do, Doc? You could could ship them out to Mixed Media. She's making shepherd's pie. Nah, just messing with you, dude. There you go. Are you serious? That's cool. What did he just happen to wander into your neighborhood? Or how did you come across him? See something here. Trying to see if this thing, seeing this thing recorded right on the other live stream. The other day it was all pixelated for some reason. It's not even ready to process yet. Okay. It had been a stray here in the neighborhood for months. And then that cold snap, we couldn't leave her outside. Single-degree weather. That's cool. That's good of you, dude. Yeah, man, I can't stand watching an animal out in that weather, man. Yeah, I used to live in town, and my neighbors must have thought I was nuts this one month. There was kittens that were born around the corner from my house, literally in this alleyway right by, and they would come up and I'd feed them on my porch and shit, and it got really cold. And I managed to catch the one. I brought him in, and he was cool. And then I got the mother. She came in during the winter, and there was one more, and he wasn't going to get caught. I finally caught him, but I was walking outside all night long trying. I felt terrible about it. I even slept on the couch right near the back by the doors, so I put up a trap to catch him. So if I heard it, I could go out there and grab him up. So I finally got him and rescued him. Exactly. Yeah, get another one, Amir. You had a pretty expensive dog, though, didn't you? Yeah. That was perfect. Yep. You know, yeah, God answered that prayer. Exactly. That's cool when it happens like that. You know what? I often say this, Mixed Media. You'll probably agree with it. I always thought that with cats, when you only have one, you don't get the full experience of owning a cat. When you get multiple cats, they start playing around and doing crazy shit. It's worth it. It'll make your day. Keep your mind off your troubles. They're awesome. And it's probably the same thing with multiple dogs. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We had a fad, or I guess you call it a fad, or I don't know what the hell do you call that. It was a pet rock. I'll send you one of them, dude. Never dies on you, dude. Yeah, back in the what was that? Back in the '90s, or they literally that was a thing. They made a big deal out of it. You go buy a pet rock. How fucking stupid was that? People actually were buying shit like that. Or did you ever see the invisible dog? It's just like the leash with. They used to walk down the boardwalk with them, like some novelty thing. I'm thinking, all you did was buy a piece of fucking stiff rope, dumbass. Oh yeah. Gene Hackman. He got hacked up. Now he was dead. His wife was dead. One of his dogs is dead, and so was his career. But that died a little while back anyway. Hey, what's up, Texas 3? How you doing? You had a pet rock, yeah? Are you talking about the bird? Yeah, because that's like a Greek myth, but it's spelled R-O-C, I think. Did you ever hear of that? Are you talking about the famous pet rocks I was just talking about? Rip Gene Hackman. Jay Leno. Oh, yeah, Jay Leno. I think he fell against someone's. Oh, yeah, there you go. I didn't get to read that. Went by too fast. And it looked like yeah. He got beat up with a baseball bat. Gamble, dude. He might have owed the mob, someone said. Because before that, somehow he almost got burned up. Or he did get burned up. Maybe somebody lit him on fire and he didn't pay back yet. And they went after him again. Yeah, right. Ridiculous concept could be still be in high demand. Exactly. No, it would be a real rock. The mutant turtles, yeah. Yeah, the good thing about them, when you have them, they didn't give you salmonella. You guys know that during, I guess it was the 60s and 70s, and probably into the 80s, pet shops used to have the little turtles for sale. Most places stopped doing that because of salmonella. The water would be like scum. A little kid didn't know to change out the water, and the turtle would have salmonella. So it actually almost became illegal to have them. There you go. What do you mean, Amir? Are you talking to me or Texas 3? Turtle infestation. What, was turtle on the menu or something? Or was it right outside the building? Or wait a minute, it's almost starting to look like somebody's going around extorting celebrity. Yeah, maybe they are, dude. Maybe it's about the Epstein Island. Somebody's going to squeal on them or something. Asshole. Turtle soup, exactly. Snapper soup. Yeah, I can do you one better. When I was working up at Chad's Ford Tavern years ago, there was a frickin' muskrat or a Norway rat. This frickin' rat got in through the kitchen. There was a hole. We had a wooden walk-in thing and like old school walk-in, but it was a beer cooler, and it must have come in through there from outside, out the back. This thing was huge. It got out. It somehow got into the dining room one night. It was running around there. It looked like, I think it was a Norway rat. They're the big ones up in New York, but might have been a muskrat or something, because there was a creek behind us. Yeah. The Ninja Turtles and the Pet Rock. The Pet Rock was just a stupid thing that they did back in the over here in the. I'm guessing it was late 70s, 80s, 1980s. People actually bought them, dude. It was just like a rock in a box, you know. That's a concealed weapon. Just take it, open the box up, and you can beat someone over the head with it, you know. Yep, a real rock. And then, like, later on in the 80s and the 90s, it went into the inner cities, and it was a pet crack rock, but they usually went up and smoked pretty quick. A rat ran across two guys' table once, and they told me, and I was so shocked, I just said, what's that? Well, did he eat anything? Yeah, exactly. What's the problem? Is that mixed media? That had to be her saying that. Yeah, exactly, mixed media. What's the problem? Exactly. Oh, man. That was funny as shit, mixed media. Go on. Yeah, a rat ran across the table in a restaurant she worked at. And she said, I guess the people complained or something. She said, "What's the did it eat anything?" She said no or something. So what's the problem? Yeah. That's actually was a real thing. Like, it was a trend. I couldn't think of the word. Just another way to rip people off. Pet rock. The bar had rotten wood that, attracted fruit flies. And also around the soda guns, that they're notorious areas for fruit flies in a bar. You know what the best thing to get rid of them instantly almost? Take a little, basil oil, like essential oil, put a couple drops in a squirt bottle with water, spray it around. It's completely harmless compared to like spraying some bug spray, if it's a food area. And it smells pretty decent too. It'll get rid of flies real quick around the bars. That's cool. Silly string. Yeah, that's another thing back in the day. How about silly putty? Do you remember silly putty? Right? I think I'd rather have an ant infestation than a cockroach one, because ants, you can just eat them bitches. They're so small, dip them in some, if you're a Waffle House, you can like sweep them around in the syrup from your waffles and eat them bitches up. Yeah, silly putty. Yep. As the waffle burns, exactly. That's pretty good. Yeah. Scattered, covered, smothered. Exactly. Just coat the ants with some chocolate, Sell them for jimmies on like ice cream sprinkles or something. That's evidently over in Africa. Is it Africa? They eat, I think, or am I thinking Australia? I was watching something the other day. They eat them, and they eat the, do you ever see like the larva? They dig into a tree, like a rotten tree, and they'll find something that looks like something nasty. It's like a caterpillar with no hair, like a albino cat. And they're munching them down like they're good, man. Maybe they are. Right? France, exactly. France eats escargot, basically a slug in a shell. Yeah. That's reminds me of like certain bees, like depending on where they're getting the the pollen and going to different plants, the honey tastes different. Obviously, they have this one honey. I think it's in New Zealand. It literally makes you trip your ass off. It's a rhododendron plant, some kind of rhododendron. It's basically, if you eat too much, you can poison yourself. But they got to climb up this cliff. It's on this one area. I think it's in New Zealand. And they, what's it? Americans, chocolate-covered rose petals. Yeah. Rosewater lemonade is heavenly. Yeah. But did you ever hear of that, Mixed Media or Tammy? I think it's it might be in New Zealand or near there. Mad honey, thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. Yeah, man. Are you leaving, brother? See you later. What's up? Did we say something to offend you, or you just gotta go? If we did, yeah. Have a good one, Amir. He didn't understand what we're talking about. That's probably it. I mean, he couldn't identify with, like, we're talking about rock, and I'm joking around. I hope he's cool. Anyway, what the hell was I just about to say? Shit. Oh, Mad Honey. That's out in New Zealand, I think. And they literally have to climb this cliff to get it. And they got to smoke these bees out of the nest. So they're climbing up this cliff. And half of these guys that are doing that are all hide up on this Mad Honey anyway when they go and gather the shit. It's like a tribe of them. And they do this. And anyway, they're up there and they're trying to smoke the bees out. They're hanging on the side of a cliff and getting this hallucinogenic honey out. And after, I guess, so many teaspoons of that, you're done for at least a day. You're tripping your ass off, they say. Tell you what, we're all joking around about eating ants and stuff, but you never know. As soon as like World War III pops off over here, and supply lines are down, you can't get any food. You'll be out there, munching on some grass and some tree bark, possibly, to stay alive. It could come to that sooner or later. No, I wouldn't. I'd be afraid to do that shit. And rhododendron, I think, are a poisonous plant anyway. It's probably why you trip your ass off. And it might be only a certain variety of rhododendron, because like I said, I remember seeing it was only like one spot on the island for some strange reason, and it was up on a cliffside. Yeah. My brother was in the Marine Corps, and he was telling me when he's on recon and shit, they would crawl, like training and shit, and whatever bugs they found, they ate and shit like that, and Yep. Yep. They call that, what's that? The legs and the thorax is, I think, called chitin or something like that. And basically, it's hard to digest. And they're saying that that's going to get put in food. Like, there's bits of cockroach and whatnot, that the bugs that they want us to eat. Remember they were talking about bugs in your food, like Bill Gates was all smiling and laughing about. You know, evidently it's not really that good. You can make food out of it, I guess, if you had to, but it's hard to digest the shells of the insect. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yep. The only problem with foraging nowadays is chemtrails dropping on all the fucking plants, but that can be in your garden and everywhere anyway, so. Yep. Yeah, they're chock full of, what do you call it? Dandelions are really high in a lot of minerals because the taproot's so long and it's pulling in all kind of minerals in that. They say that it's really good for you, dandelions. I think it's real high in magnesium and several other things. Shellfish. Yeah. Exactly, mixed media. That's like the insects. Yeah. Exactly. Pesticides is another thing. Somebody was telling me, maybe it was Doctor Who, what, where. Someone who, no, it was, I think it was, might have been Spirit in the Sky was on here. Spirit in the Sky Blue. She's American Indian, or no, she's actually, yeah, she's from America. I think she was in Canada. She was saying that they don't use anything, like basically in her garden. I think it was her saying it. She just water. That's it. She don't let anybody spray anything around. You know, she just relies on the soil. You know. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right, Tammy. Vitamin C, they're high in vitamin C. Yep. Might have a lot of tannins in that too. What else they have in it? Wait a minute. The root literally is a wonderful. Exactly. Dandelion root. Yep. Same with chicory. Chicory is you'll find it along roadsides. It's got little blue. It look like cornflowers. I don't know if it's the same plant called cornflower, but it'll grow alongside roads and shit. At least out here where I'm at. And Civil War, they used to roast the chicory roots and make a coffee out of them. Yep. Man, they were making coffee out of just about every kind of thing you could think of back during the Civil War. Roasting all kinds of shit. Yep, it's probably the best way to do it. Let God provide what the plant needs. Putting all these chemicals out there ain't too good. It ain't good at all, really. Yep. Are they lavender out there? There is another variety that I believe is more like a purpley lavender color, but they're almost like a, maybe not this dark blue, but they get a blue flower out here. I saw, matter of fact, at a video, covered bridge up by Gettysburg. There's cornflower growing right along there. It's Sachs Bridge, supposedly haunted. But anyway, there was a bunch of chicory growing along there. Yeah, that's a good deal. There you go. Native tobacco. What's that, chicory? You guys could, yeah. It's crazy how they used a lot of different plants back in the day for a lot of different things, man. You wonder who discovered it first. Like, there's something called doctrine of signature of doctrine. Wait a minute. It's to deal with herbs. Like, it's a theory. I used to know this. Doctrine of signature or something. It basically, like, they would take leaves of certain, this is how they, pioneer days, how they kind of discovered a lot of the medications that these herbs were good for. Like, there's a plant called lungwort that kind of looks like a lung, so they started using it, made a tea out of it, and it actually was good for lungs. Later on, eye bright does another one. It looks like an iris, the flower does, and they used it for eye wash. You know what? To me, that's God talking to people, putting that thought in their head to try this because it looks like that. And, you know what I mean? It's nature, but God, that's, in my opinion, that's how God talks to us sometimes on a subconscious level. You don't hear him screaming in your ear, yo, yo, do this and do that. I don't anyway. Thank God. What's that say? Jeffrey Epstein video evidence. For history purpose. Periwinkle is blue. Periwinkles can be deadly, I think. But they might make a medication out of it, too, for your heart. Periwinkle, oh, okay. You're saying the color of the flower. Yes. Folk medicine. Yep. Periwinkle. It's probably, wait a minute. I think they may have had another variety or hybrid of the thing. I could be wrong. One was slightly different. Wait a minute. Periwinkle is almost like vinca vine, I think. I think there is it. Let me see. Vinca vine's poisonous, though. I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at that. I think periwinkle is used in heart medications, small amounts. Or am I thinking, that's digitalis. It's a whole other flower. Periwinkle, wait a minute. Foxglove, that's another one. Totally different. Do they make a heart medication out of the flower periwinkle?
According to Poison Control, vincamine has also been used to treat vertigo, headaches, and some heart conditions.
Vincamine. It is vincavine.
Oxygen use in the body and enhancing blood flow in the brain.
Can you guys hear that?
It is commonly taken by mouth and may be called periwinkle or
periwinkle.
Minor extract.
It's another name for it.
Be mindful that extracts are typically made with alcohol.
They look, those ones look like, almost look like violets, but they ain't. They're actually, you don't want to be munching on them. You can eat violets, though. Candy violets, you can coat them in sugar and let them dry, caramelize them or something. That's it. The last time We talked about folk medicine. Yeah, you know what? That's true. Yeah, did we? I don't know that we said anything so far. I'm just saying what they have used it. I'm not suggesting anybody. I better get on here and say, yeah, this is just for just talking here. We're not prescribing anything. We're saying what it was and what it could have been used for, just so YouTube knows that. Not. It's an interesting conversation. All right, leave us be. Periwinkle is a sea snail. That's right, Doc. Entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Tammy. That's the magic phrase. You know, you ain't gonna go running out and find any of that right now anyway, because it's winter time. Exactly. I'm just saying, if it's between that and dying, like, you know what I mean? Personally, I'm not going to starve to death. If there's nowhere to get food, that's when I'll take a chance, you know, and try certain things that I pretty sure that, you know, but in small quantities. You know, I wouldn't go and eat a whole shitload. But if you're starving to death, yeah, they tell you that when you're trying something, do it in small little bits anyway. Because I know people that be like grabbing it and just eating the shit and not even giving a damn. You don't jump into the deep end of the pool, you know, if you don't know how to swim. You just stick your foot in there first, and, you know. People overdo that kind of shit. It's like magic mushrooms. Oh, I can't feel these. And they just keep eating more. Back in the day, I knew people that did that, and boy, were they sorry. There you go. Yep. Yeah, when you start starving, you're gonna try to, probably there's a point when you start taking a risk. You're gonna try to find a way to survive. That's all I'm saying, you know. That's why it's good right now, why the electric's still on. Go to your local library or go on the computer and start learning about this shit, because one day the power grid might be down and it's not coming back up. And now you're on your own to get your own food supply. I mean, the shit that's in your house that you may have prepped, you're going to have to fight for that eventually. People will come in there and fucking take it from you. So keep locked and loaded at that point. But if you get outgunned or whatever and got to get out of there, then you start going out and foraging. That is the truth, mixed media. Yeah, there's like once you pass that threshold, you're fucked. Yeah, just a little too much, or you're done. They're getting it. What's that? That's from the Unforgiven movie. See that? You rolled that right by me, William Mooney. Right. Someone else quoted William Mooney the other day to me on my own channel. I've only watched that movie once, that Clint Eastwood movie. I didn't care for it because he gets killed in that, or he dies in that. No, it's a good movie. Trying to think. Do you guys know what's his name? Valorius, I think. I'm not saying it right. Valorius. He's got a YouTube channel. He does. He has another name too. He's all about like guns and different stuff and testing out camping equipment. Pretty good channel. I haven't seen him for a while, but he's out there. He's the one that came on the channel and was talking about William Mooney. Yeah, speaking of Gene Hackman, man, wonder what happened there. I was thinking maybe he knew too much about the fucking Epstein Island. Maybe he was there and was going to squeal. He was in another Western, I think. Gene Hackman. I think what the other one was. Is it The Quick and the Dead? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but one of his dogs died, and his wife died too. Yes, with Sharon say, yeah, that's the other one, Quick and the Dead. The other movie. I don't think I've watched that always, so I caught a part of it. Breaking Trump hating law. What's this? Hang on. Stephen Gardner just put a thing out. News flash. Trump hating lawyer just got busted in a $17 million money laundering thing. It's on Stephen Gardner's channel. Yeah, he was. That's right. In the original Superman, you're right. Lex Luthor. Lex Luger is the wrestler. By the way, he got fucked up. Lex Luger. I forget what the hell happened to him. Did he get injured or he got a disease or something? Got all messed up. Who Hackman was in Hackman was in Young Frankenstein? I'm trying to remember who he played in that. I know Marty Feldman was Igor. That's the Mel Brooks movie you're talking about, right? You guys remember Marty Feldman with the weird eyes? He could be look like a chameleon. Yeah, his eyes would go two different directions and shit. Who Hackman was the blind man? I didn't know that. I have to go back and check that out. Did you guys ever see that Woody Allen movie, Take the Money and Run, or Sleeper? Sleeper was pretty funny. So was the other one. Take the Money and Run. He was a bank robber. Sleeper, it was like a futuristic comedy thing. It's kind of funny with Woody Allen. Even though Woody Allen's kind of a fucking scumbag. Yeah, Sleeper was hilarious. That was back in the 70s. He was ahead of his time on that, I thought. Mel Brooks is funny as shit. He he had one movie, it was called Life Stinks. I don't know if you ever saw that. Like he was started off as a millionaire and somehow he lost all his money and he literally ended up living in the streets. and his nickname on the streets was Pepto, like Pepto Bismol, because he fell asleep in a box and it rained, and the box had Pepto Bismol written on it, and it went on his head, and he went into the shelter, and that's how he got his name. He had a homeless people. Yeah, yeah, there was some good movies back in the day. Nowadays, I think most of the time movies suck anymore compared to back in the day. They used to work a little harder on them. Trump versus a CIA Doge. Going too far. Yeah, did you guys hear that shit about... Yeah, exactly. I bagged up when I saw that, dude. Yo, the CIA's telling Elon and Musk to back off. Like they fucking have a right to, and they're saying, they're almost threatening. You know, this is our fucking CIA. That's treason. You go check that out when you get a chance too. Look up what the CIA said to Trump this afternoon and Elon. It's bullshit. They work for him. He's the frickin'... Here's the deal. Trump is the commander-in-chief, you know? Didn't see them pissing a bitch when Biden was in there. Biden fucked our country up, and these people, the fucking CIA and FBI, helped them. They're criminal scumbags. Everybody ought to... That's why they wanted to get our guns, because people are going to come after them eventually. Not going to use them on the Chinese or the Russians. No, we're going to go after the scumbags that have been destroying everything in the world. The rich scumbag elites. That's where they'll use the guns, if they ever do. Because they're basically killing us with all these viruses and everything else they're dumping on us. It's just a matter of time before people say that's enough. And they know it. That's why they're also trying to get rid of being able to protest and no free speech. Because they're scared. Because they know they've been doing a lot of rotten shit to everybody. Eventually, people are going to turn. Yeah. Mel Brooks was funny as hell. And Woody Allen was funny, but he's bad news, to say the least. Follow the money. Exactly, dude. And I tell you what, there's a lot of money bouncing around all over the fucking planet. They're laundering it everywhere. And where all that's going is where trafficking human beings is going too. I'm telling you. Fucking hang these motherfuckers, you know? Don't let one of them roll out. They need to round them up. Because you know what? That's in the back of their mind to do to us. Eliminate us. I just can't believe that these people are saying shit, you know, like Trump's going against the Constitution. Show me where. You know? They don't even know what they're talking about. I feel guilty watching Woody Allen movies. Yeah. Exactly. You know what? You got to separate that in your mind from, like, I don't know, either that or boycott them. You could go either way with that. When I start thinking about like Woody Allen, that turns me off from the movies. But back in the day, before everybody realized how much of a scumbag he could be, you know. Hey, didn't I see Texas 3 on here a little while ago? I thought I saw him come on here. Yeah, his movies were funny. There's a man that basically got murdered. Michael Jackson, you know? the doctor kept writing him scripts that, for more, what the hell was he on? Profanol and all this other shit. The same with Prince. You know what I think happens? And Whitney Houston on them, they kill them. The people that signed them, the contracts, probably kill them. And then they take the rights to the song, or they get in there, the record companies start making billions of dollars once the artist is dead. Won't be long that they'll be cloning them. If they don't agree to sell their music, they'll be killing them off and having a clone or something of them. And I wonder, like Dave Chappelle, he looked different. And who's the guy that had the stroke? Jamie Foxx. He even looks different. Did you guys notice that? Oh, cool. Forgot I had another can of soda with me. I don't even know if I want that, though. I'll drink it tomorrow. Holographic concerts. Yep. Yeah, they are growing older, Doc. That's probably some of it. But, yeah. You wonder if they're being replaced. I mean, presidents and shit had doubles. Saddam Hussein had like 4 or 5 people that looked like him. What the hell was that? Something just walked right by my house. A cat, I guess. Big old black cat. And Hitler had doubles. Hillary Clinton, I think, has a double. Do you ever see? Sometimes she looks different. Joe Biden definitely has a double, at least. Do you ever see how different Joe Biden can look? Like, you see him once and then you see him again, like a week later, he looks what's that say? Minutes of Horror. What's that? The Disturbing. Wait a minute. I couldn't read. The Disturbing Video something. It didn't have the rest of it on there. What's that? Yeah, and Jerry Lewis at the telethon. Yeah. He finally died, didn't he? He's gone now. That's like Don Rickles. He was still going strong when Carson was on, and now I think he died a couple years ago to Rickles. Yep. Evidently, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin had a feud for like the rest of their damn life. They started out as partners in a comedy team, and I heard Jerry Lewis could be kind of an asshole, though. Even his kids were saying shit about him. I'll tell you what, don't you guys think the TV was way better back in the day? Like the writing of sitcoms and shit? Or is that just because we're from that time period? Maybe people think shit that's on there today is funny. Half the time I don't. And is it because we're not hip with what's going on in the world as we were years ago? Like All in the Family, or trying to think of some of the shit we grew up. What the hell were some of the other ones? Barney Miller. Do you guys remember any of them? You old enough to? What's that? Disowned by 3 out of 5 of his kids. Yeah. I think he was like a real asshole to him or something. That's like, I also heard Bing Crosby was bad with his kids. Matter of fact, the golf course that I worked on over here, the golf pro that they named the thing after was Porky Oliver Ed Oliver is his real name. There's a picture hanging up of him talking and hanging out with Bing Crosby at some famous golf thing, but he evidently knew him. What's this? My favorite, yeah, Ray Walston, my favorite Martian. No more wise hangers. Oh, here you go. Let's see if you guys can see this. Can you see that cat walking across the thing? It was over by my house. I had a dream a couple weeks ago that a black cat was outside my, I don't know if it was, yeah, it was a dream. It was outside my door meowing and shit. And I opened the door and to check him out and see what he was crying about. And it turned into like a werewolf and tried to break through my door. It's crazy shit. And I woke up. But I fed those cats. It's probably why they're coming around. They live over, hang on. They live over here, a couple stray cats. Yeah, it was crazy as shit. I opened the fucking... I think I was telling it one night. Tammy, you were on here. I was talking about that. It was crazy because it felt real, man. I opened the door, and the thing turned into a werewolf. It was coming at me. I slammed the door, and then I woke up. Really weird. Really weird. What's it say? I got wire hangers. I won't give them up. Yeah, it's back in the day. I used to look... Uncle Martin. Uncle Martin. Who's that? I'm trying to... Oh, my favorite Martian. Yeah, that was a great show. How about the Munsters and the, what was the other one I was thinking of just a second ago? I guess the Addams Family. They got the new version out now, or movie. Bewitched, yeah. Elizabeth Montgomery. Gidget. Was that Sally? That wasn't Sally Fields, was it? Who was that? Gidget? I'm trying to think who the hell that was. Is it Sally Fields or Sally Field there, Tammy? What do you think? Oh, it was? Okay. So what is it? Is it Sally Fields or Sally Field? We were talking about this the other day, too. That's the Mandela effect. They said it changed. It's now there's no S on the end or something. Flying Nun. I remember that. So what do you guys think about... wait a minute. Trump absolutely humiliates Zelensky on live TV. I don't know. I got to check that one out, too, later. Oh, Flying Nun was Sally Fields, too. Is that correct? Do you guys remember F Troop? They were like... Zelensky, what's that? Deserves it. Yeah, exactly. Zelensky's a piece of shit. Like, we've been feeding him tons and tons of money there, right? Now he's actually wants us to send over our, children to die in his war over there. Hogan's Heroes, too. Yep. Which was funny, but it was fake as shit. Like, they would have put him up against the wall the first time they smart-mouthed him. Like, Hogan would have been eating lead real quick if you go, trying to be a smartass to the Nazis in real life, But that was kind of a funny show. I'll tell you what I liked watching when I was a kid, though, was the Three Stooges. 70% of all the weapons, 30% went to infrastructure. Yeah. Welcome Back, Kotter. That was another good one. That's where John Travolta got his start, and that in, I think, Greece. Vinnie Barbarino, yep. Epstein. That was an Epstein on that, too. He didn't have an island, though. He was a sweat hog, if you remember. And then you had Freddie Washington and Horseshack were the other characters on that. I could identify with Welcome Back, Kotter, because I was a class clown and never fucking did my homework and shit. Troublemaker. You know, it was a good. What's this live reaction? Ontario votes as Ford seeks third term. How about Happy Days? Yep. Mork and Mindy, Laverne and Shirley. Do you guys remember Get Smart? Don Adams and Barbara Feldon, I think her name was, Agent 99. Do you know what movie? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You got it, dude. And the Cone of Silence, remember that? Would you believe there's 600 crack agents outside getting ready to raid this place? And that the bad guy would be like, no, I don't believe that. Then he'd say something else, and he had a whole routine. You had to see it to understand what it was. Another one that was good was, I just forgot it that fast. Shit. We said happy. Oh, here you go. A little trivia. One of you guys will probably get this. What movie, it pretty much the start of the career for John Travolta and Henry Winkler. Is that, wait a minute. No, is that right? No. Sylvester Stallone and Henry Winkler. I don't think Travolta was in the movie that I'm talking about. But Winkler and Stallone worked together. Do you guys know what the name of that movie would be? Let's see if any of you can guess it. It's basically sort of how they got the Fonzie character a little bit. Like, I'll give you that much of a hint. Oh, yeah, you want to talk, you're talking to your shoe like, yeah. They had a robot on that show, Jaime. It was supposed to be like a secret agent, but he was a robot. That's close, dude. Doc, you were close. Lords of Flatbush. That was pretty good. You just missed it by that much. Now you almost had it. It's actually, yeah, Lords of Flatbush. That was a good movie. How about, did you ever see Rumblefish? With I think it was Matt Dillon. And I think the book was written by S.E. Hinton. We used to have to read a couple of those books in school. The Outsiders. Yeah, it was a good one, yep. Did you ever see that movie, Warriors come out and play. The guys clicking the bottles together. And maybe it's called the Warriors. They had to go through New York. It was a gang. And like every gang in town was going after them for, I forget for what reason. And they literally had to go from one part of New York City all the way to the other. And they're trying to be killed. It's a good movie. What's this? Another prophetic word. I couldn't read it. What's that? The Warriors movie? It's a good movie. Anyway, Stallone went on to do Rocky, which was a big deal for him. And then what's the other dude? Henry Winkler ended up doing Happy Days. Oh, The Outsiders. Yep. Was that the one with the kid named Pony Boy? He's like, Stay Golden. Remember that? There was one kid, he was like hanging around with the older kids, but he wasn't like a gang kid. He didn't want to be in that gang too much, if I remember. What's that say? Arthur Fonzarelli. Right on. Right on. When Happy Days first came on, very early on, it was actually not bad. It was actually pretty good. As it went on, it kind of got weak, quick, and corny. I just want to see trying to see what I got for views on this thing. I think I only had 7 people on there. Sometimes they come on later on that video I played earlier. This thing. That still isn't processed. Chuck Cunningham. Yeah, he bounced they said the last time you saw him, he was like, it's only like 2 episodes with a minute maybe, or maybe only 1. He was like going to be on the basketball team. They show him dribbling a basketball up the stairs and shit, and that's the last time you ever saw him on the show. One more thing here. Yep. How about Good Times? Remember that? J.J. Walker, his catchphrase was "Dynamite." He always. I think I'm going to end the live stream. Jimmy J.J. Walker. Yeah, that was a long time ago. How about you guys remember Hill Street Blues? Police, the cop show. That was a great show. You remember Mick Belker? He's a guy that was like crazy as shit and violent on that show. He was supposed to be a cop, but he was like half nuts. I'm gonna hang on for 10 more minutes. That'll be a 2 hour live stream. Got 10 more minutes on it. Hill Street Blues is great. I think that was one of the first uh, big time cop drama shows that was really good. I mean, they had some other stuff, but I thought that was excellent. Steve Bosco or something. Who the hell was the other guy? Mike. The hell was that guy's name? The people that wrote that show. I can't think of it. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is great. Jack Nicholson. There was a lot of good stars on that. Jack Nicholson, Danny DeVito, before they were really famous. Catman Struthers, and Jim Ignatowski, who was Christopher Lloyd. He was in it. One Adam 12. Adam 12. Yep. One Adam 12. One Adam 12. Yeah, I think TV shows were better when we were young. Beretta. Yep. That was a good show. Robert Blake. Is he dead yet, or is he still alive? I think I told Tammy this the other day. Do you guys know who Robert Blake? Don't tell him, Tammy, if you remember. Do you know who Robert Blake was? Like the first acting job he had? Oh, he's alive? Okay. He's old now. Oh, he passed on. Yeah, it might have just happened because I think he was alive a couple years ago. He played Mickey in Our Gang, Little Rascal. Yeah, yep. I should have gave you another second. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, he may have just died. I think they might be correct on that. I think I remember hearing that. Google it if I can find my other phone. I just had it. What the hell did I do with that? Oh, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, put it in my pocket. Hang on. Oh, here it is. Let's look that up. See if Robert Blake. Yeah, he's older than shit if he's still alive. He would be about in his late 90s. If he was a kid, the Our Gang series, Little Rascals, that was back in like the late 1930s. He was probably in that. That would make him. Oh man, he'd be older than fuck right now. It might have been a little bit after that, maybe almost the 1940s. He was one of the later kids in the Our Gang series. I think he might have replaced. You guys remember Froggy? He got killed. He was riding on the back of a bicycle or something. Someone's giving him a ride, and a car hit him. Wait a minute. Did Robert Blake die?
Did Robert Blake die?
Yeah. Blake dies at 89, 1 year ago. He was 89. So, trying to think. Yeah, 89. You must have Googled it just the same time. March of last year, all right. Yep. Hey, what's up, Fred Hinkle? How you doing? Yeah, he might have been the last of the little rascals that was left. I don't know if any other are left. How you been, Fred? What's new in your neck of the woods? Yeah, I got 5 more minutes. I'm on here for 2 hours. That's a pretty good, solid live stream there. Back in the day when I first started doing live streams, I did a couple that were like 3 and 4 hours long. It's warming up. Yeah, yeah. Dude, I'll tell you what, it's about 50 degrees right now out here. And last week it was a fucking, what do you call it? A Arctic vortex rolling through here. It's weird how quick the shit's changing. Won't be long. It'll be time to, yeah, start planting. And I'll tell you what, it might be a good idea to get some fucking plants in the ground this year, man. Yep, that's cool. You know, my mother used to like. There's a flower called forsythia that used to bloom right about this time. It'd be like late, actually, yeah, like late February, early March. Sometimes you would start seeing it popping little buds, and then a little bit past that, yellow flowers. And when she passed away, I used to. She was bedridden for a while. I used to cut these forsythias and bring her to them in her room and shit when she was like that. And on her funeral, I'm driving. Actually, I don't know if I was driving or somebody else was. No, I was driving, and my nephew's in the car. I look over at the side of the road, and it was all these forsythias. And we're going to the funeral, and man, it just tore me up because right when that went on, I had on the radio the Fields of Gold, I think it is. What the hell, Sting from the Police. Man, oh man, just hit me in the gut. What's that? You put out a very large garden every year? Yeah. That's the thing. Pretty soon they're going to come and try to fucking tax you on gardening. And actually, it might not be so bad now. But the way Biden was talking, yeah. And when are they going to stop killing chickens? It doesn't cure shit. You know what you do? And if you're going to do that, cook the fuckers off, get them past the safety temperature, cool them down properly, cryovac them, send them, prep them and send them and use them. Use them. You're not going to get fucking chicken flu or bird flu from something that's been cooked above 165. I can guarantee you that each and every one of us, anybody that ate chicken throughout their lives, probably came across a chicken that may have had, bird flu, but if it was cooked properly, it would have killed it because viruses don't usually live past 140, and you got to cook chicken up to 165. Yeah, bird flu. What's that? You know what I mean? It's a if I was a farmer, I'd be pissed off if they came and killed all my chickens and didn't reimburse me. Fuck that. It's crazy. They're lying through their teeth to us. You do not need to throw that. I put my life on the line. I'll go eat some of that. Just have it cooked to the right fucking temp. I can guarantee you, the virus will not be alive at 165 degrees. Follow the fucking science, bitches. Yeah? Unbelievable. And they're throwing out millions upon millions upon millions of. You guys see that? I gotta stay away from that. It started to freeze up, started to get the circle of death. I gotta watch what I say. Yep, exactly, Doctor Who. Where? When people start starving to death, they're going to remember, hey, why did we let them do that to us? Kill off all our food. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is kill this thing off. Wait a minute, what do we got it up to? I'm at 2 hours. I'll go another 5 minutes. So, Fred, did you hear about the Epstein files? What's going on with that? They were supposed to release them. They did, but it's all bullshit. Like there's nothing to it, really. They deleted, or what do you call it? Redacted a lot of it. What's that about the bird flu or the redacted files, Doc? Yeah, dude, it says it in the Bible. Famine's coming. I believe it. I mean, you go and do. I don't know if you have a Dollar Tree around there where you're at, but you can already see it there. Like, and in the big stores, except for the bigger stores, you know, the richer people go there. So they'll have supplies for a while, but you can start to see shit thinning out big time on the shelves at a lot of these smaller places. You know what? That's what I'm saying. Dying of starvation is far worse than dying of bird flu. I can almost guarantee you that. Starvation's dragged out and slow, and it's got to suck. Plus, I think they got a new C-19 coming over from China. Same deal. Some kids got a hold of a bad bat. The fuck, they don't have McDonald's over there? Did you write down what you saw? Oh, you talking about the other day, dude? No, I started to, dude, that was really hard. I felt like an idiot, so I just stopped talking, but I'm telling you, I'm going to do that. I was talking to Tammy later that day about that. What you laughing about? Don't you have McDonald's, Tammy? Actually, that ain't funny because they don't. That happened in the Congo. They said that someone ate a. Now, wait a minute. Was that in the Congo? They said that, or was it over in? There's another one over in Wuhan. Again, another virus that's out, and maybe there's something in the Congo too. I heard something about that. Somebody ate a rancid bat or something. Yeah. Again, they should have cooked it above 165 degrees. It'd have been fine. Like chicken. Ebola was Congo. Yep, you're right. COVID in China. You're right. You're right. Yep. Yeah, evidently, Ebola's some scary, sick shit, man. You'll be bleeding from every orifice and shit. Yeah, China had something going on. China might have had the bat and I think Ebola is actually came from river water that was contaminated. We looked that up the other day or something, and I believe there's a bacteria or something. It looks like a really weird looking, almost like a paramecium or something swims around in the water. I think forget what I saw a picture of it. It looks really weird. Ebola was Congo, COVID's in China. Yeah, you're right. Well, you know what? We're just hitting 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I think I'm going to kill this. But you know what, Doc? I will write stuff down on that. And the weird thing is, I was telling Tammy today, I saw somebody else had some weird ass experience, like evidently the day before. Mike Martins, and he was almost the same way, dude. It was weird. He claims that, I don't know if he had a vision or something where he saw two angels. Just go watch his channel. It's Mike Martins, and I think it's for a day or two. I think it's 2 days ago. I don't know. It could have been just, was that seriously out of the lab of Wuhan, China? Wait a minute. Ebola in Congo. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Tammy. Yep. You guys have a great night. I'm going to kill this thing off. Tomorrow, maybe I'll do another one. I'm getting closer to 250,000. I think hang on, I'll tell you where I'm at right now. Wait a minute. Let's see what the hell my count is. It's getting probably within 3,000 or 4,000 of hitting 250,000 views. Let me see. Maybe a little bit more than that. I mean, Legends and Tales of Josey Wales. Forgot my own name of my own channel again.
Legends and Tales of Josey Wales.
There it is. Now watch. 866. I got a few more subscribers there. Here it is. 476. I'm about 500 and whatever I get off of this. About 500 away from 250,000. So I might make. Wait a minute, that's not right. Actually, about $4,000. Yeah, I did. I thought I said something. You might not have been on yet. Yeah, I finally got something, dude. I guess it's in God's timing, dude. You know what I mean? It'll work out for the best. You know what? I probably needed time off anyway. That other job I had drove me nuts. They were treating me like shit near the end. They were trying to get me to quit so they didn't have to pay the unemployment. But here's the deal. Before that, for like a whole year, they had me keep training these young kids that they would just freaking quit and everything else. And they were trying to get me to teach them so they can pay them less. And they did to somebody else over there, the same deal. I hate when companies do that shit. What's it say? Yeah. Exactly. I finally got my money from the unemployment. I had to fight like hell, too. They're trying to tell me, no. So I went to the bank and sat down with one of the branch managers. He goes, no, you're right. These guys are sticking you. He took a highlighter, and I could see it. I tried to show them. But as soon as I said I went inside the bank and talked to the manager, I literally videotaped the guy fucking doing the thing. And I'm like, dude, what more do you need? And she's looking at it. She's, oh, okay. And then they finally paid me out. Exactly. Wait a minute. Yep, no weapon shall prosper. Wait a minute. Okay, you guys have a great night. So, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate all you guys. Especially, like, the whole time without a job and fucking bumming and destroyed my car, nearly killed myself in the car accident. I mean, it wasn't that bad. My car got smashed up. And you guys have been cool to me. Try to keep my what do you call it? In good spirits. What the hell is that? Epstein binders full of okay. Salty cracker. Salty cracker. Damn. Salty cracker. I'm not even making a joke. I just started choking as soon as I was saying salty cracker. I wish I had some water. No, Salty Cracker has a video up on the redacted, what do you call that? Just said it a second ago. Epstein file. Yeah. Keeping my sanity always. You guys have a good one. Good to hear from you all.